Романо Фоддай и неговата трупа, Романо Фоддай, Пауло Деси, Стефано и Франческо, който снима в момента. Те са от Сасари, Италия, остров Сардения, на италиански, Сардиния на български. Това е остров, в който има, още от неолитната култура има достатъчно много артефакти. Там е голямата култура на нурагите. Който не знае какво е това, отива в Уикипедия и се запознава. Нурагите. Това е края на неолита, вече началото на бронзовата епоха в Италия. Така, по-късно се идват. Знаете, Римска република, Римска империя, известно време има африканци, картагенци, какви ли не хора преминават през този остров. Дълго време той е убежище за пиратите и там има достатъчно пещери и места, където се крият цели кораби. За щастие съм бил много пъти на неговия фестивал, ние сме приятели от много години. Той преподава всъщност неговия театър е към университета в Сасари и представлява експериментална на здраве площадка за театър. Т.е. за алтернативни форми на театър. Той преподава в университета, преподава в много училища, преподава в над 30 университета на 4 континента. Много пъти сме били заедно на различни фестивали. Сега започваме един проект, с който се опитваме да видим всички маскарадни игри на Балканите и връзката с маскарадните игри в Сардения, тъй като точно там е уникално място, където тези игри са запазени. Знаете, те са древни като света, навсякъде има подобни игри, но те са много близки до балканските игри. След като приключим тук, ще отидем в едно пернишко село Ярджеловци, където на 14 сме поканени лично от кмета, който ще представи своя карнавал, едно от местата, където е със сигурност поне 10 000 годишна традиция, още преди тракийско време. Още от палеолитно време са останали тези наши карнавали. Иначе театър Сардза е основан в 1978 година от професор Фоддай. Той основа този театър с Пауло Деси и с други участници тогава. Сега вече има много повече млади хора в театъра. С този театър те обикалят целия свят на 4 континента, са учили театър Катакали, учили са японски театър, различни видове театър, африкански, също в Казабланка бяха наши представления едновременно. И по този начин той достига до корените на театъра. Така се казва и неговата книга, която той любезно предоставя на нашия университет. Тя на италиански и се нарича Радичи на театър към корените на театъра. И изследва корените на театъра в Сардения, започвайки, и тук има един буклет на театър Сардза, може да се запознаете с тяхната история, естествено те имат и уебсайт. Това е един от филмите, част от които ще гледаме, нарича се Карнавали де Оттана. Те са различни видове фигури, различни видове маски, които се ползват. Най-старите са така наречените мутонес, който той ще ви разкаже за това. Това е един филм, от който ще видите част, той ще разкаже малко повече. Но филма вече е в нас, ние ще го пуснем и в нашия канал, както знаете, ще остане и за университет. Има още 2 филма за други 2 места, които са изключително типични за Италия. До вечера ще гледате спектакъла, който се нарича Раконти и Пази Лонтани. Да, от такива изгубени и далечни отечества. И там историята е свързана с, който не е получал, разбира се, с съдбата на евреите, които са били депортирани в Сардиния. И там са живели заедно с мюсюлмани, евреи и италианци. Как всичко това нещо е запазено и тези приятни хора ще играят в този спектакъл. Разбира се, те са минали всякакви тренинги в европейския театър. Один театър в Дания, Данимарка, с Eugenio Барба, работили са с различни видове, холандски театри и така нататък. Участват в много копродукции в цяла Европа и имат собствен фестивал, заради който и идват тук, все пак да се запознаете с нашите студенти, евентуално през лятото се опитваме да направим и него един много голям фестивал, workshop. Този спектакъл се нарича Изолени театри, който означава остров на театрите. Сега беше 22-то издание, аз всяка година участвам в този фестивал по различни поводи, с различни трупи, различни мои спектакли и аз самия като индивидуален изпълнител. Фестивалът е прекрасен и се случва в неговия театър, който е хипер прекрасен. Тоест направен е по мерак. Истински, качествен, алтернативен експериментален театър с огромно пространство, местещи се истории и прочее. Винаги има и научна конференция, която той урежда. Тази година беше за Нобеловата лауреатка от Сардиния Грация Деледа, където той направи един спектакъл с участието на хора от различни държави. Всички говорихме на италиански, някои не знаят италиански и се четяха текста, тъй като го получихме в последния момент, даже и аз го четях, някои неща научих наизуст набързо, но той е на сардински диалект, така че един спектакъл, на който присъства целият град, той се играе на 5 различни места в града и публиката се движи заедно с него. Заедно с него обаче беше и хорът и танцовата група на Сардиния, тъй като хорът там е на 4 или 5 гласа, блестящо пеене, вие ще чуете, те ще ви направят демонстрация, такива спектакъл има и много интересни танци, които няма как да видите на друго място. Всички тези неща аз съм ги качил в моя канал в YouTube, Александър Емиев, може да го намерите, или Материал тура, а сега вече ще бъдат качени и в общия канал на Пловдивския университет, тъй като те вече са ни гости. Finito, già finito. Ecco, parli l'inglese, no?
Ok, parlo.
Ще говори на английски, за да се разбирате. Това остава за нас, а другото вече.
Also, I don't speak Bulgarian, but I understand everything what you spoke. And so I can go on now with, of course, before beginning this workshop, I want to give the greeting to Alexander and all of you to be here to participate to this workshop. And I want to tell you that I am very happy, and also our group, to be here in this city to perform and try to give something to you about our culture and our way to concept theater. And because now is the carnival period, also in Italy and in Bulgaria too, we think that could be a good idea to speak about Sardinian carnival and especially transmit to you in which way we, Sardar Teatro, work around this carnival to transform the principle that we study inside in a theatrical grammar that you could be used on the stage. So we saw now 10 minutes, no more, of this video. We don't see all the video, just 10 minutes. Then Paola, that is our older actress in Sardar Teatro, by Paola I explain in which way we transform this principle in theatrical grammar. And at the end, I'd like to work with you practically on the stage. This carnival is an ancient shepherd carnival. Is a carnival of mime, very ancient mime, very simple mime. And this mime means a drama about the shepherd that try to control his ox. And because you are in carnival, the ox try to rebel to his owner. So this is what do you see at the end. The representation of this rebellion of the ox against its owner. And this carnival is made with masks that are made by handmade by artisan of this village, and they are masks of ox and also masks with a face very strange that represented the owner of the ox. And we can take from this video any principle, for example, because we think a carnival is the more simple cellular of a theater. So, for example, you can see a body way to organize a character, and the way they walk, they transform themselves. They use all the period in carnival, they have always the way to walk. So this means because carnival is not a daily way to use the body, but is an extra daily to use the body. And the body is dilated as totally different when you use in your daily situation. For that is a form of theater way to be. Because the actor, when is on the stage, is have the body dilated. It's not a normal way to sit, to move, to walk. And in Carnival you have this situation, because it's a theater event. It's not a magic event. For that we do this movie with anthropologists that have this idea, as me, that the Carnival is the more simple way to organize theater. And for that can be studied by anthropologists and be studied by men of theater as we are. Poi Benedetto from Christ and all people that call Sant'Antonio bring the statue, and they have the bread that they benedict. And this is for us in 16 January, the beginning of a carnival in all Sardinia. Okay, and you see all the character, no? There were the owner of the ox, there were the ox, and there were this character you see that have this thing to perfilare la lana.
Rope.
You see, with this is called Ceylonzana. Ceylonzana could be a sort of nearby park, Greece park that with the
Caesars. Caesars
of the life. With this character very similar. I'm speaking about this character because it's very near what do you see now. To organize the character, we don't use normal psychological way, but we use a body way. This body way comes from the idea to build the character, how they walk, how he round, how he go to the length, how he watch. This very simple principle, and another principle we take from Carnival that belong all the theater culture, especially in East, is that the base that they use is like that, large, and is not here, no? So, for that, the way that now Paula do to walk, trying inspiration what he saw in the movie or in the carnival, is a way to walk, but with this base large and a little bit low. So this is the first thing he worked, transporting what we see on the stage, okay, in the research. Poi puoi usare anche diverse basi di piedi, cioè l'esterno del piede, Allora, I'm asking her to change the base of the foot, the feet. Do the same thing, but changing the base of the feet. Ecco, external, internal, la punta, tallone. Ok. Allora, grazie. Okay, the other principle we use in the organization of the character have a way to round. In modo di girare. No. We have this structure, this large base. On this base we walk, we make a round. From a theatrical point of view, is very important the beginning of the movement at the end of the movement. One movement have to begin and to finish. Otherwise, it's not precise. So you are in a creative movement where you are organizing a sort of grammar of your body language, but you have to put inside this creative movement the argini, I don't know, the paletti, the stick. Quindi the movement begin, but also you have to know when finish, and begin another one, finish, begin another one, finish. Fai voi alla ragazza, no? No, the way to go on the land.
Non posso fare tanto.
No, vabbè, fammi. Ok, adesso fai Paola, vuoi guardare, fai i movimenti e poi metti l'accento sullo per guardare. Adesso way to watch, cioè he do the same movement but put the accent in the where he consciousness where he is looking at. Okay. Però allora cambia anche dove sarà buono, è anche in alto, in basso. Okay. Then I go very fast now. There is the use of the object. In theater, the object we think that have is its own life. Its own life you can take from, because you have to find the balance, unbalance, and the weight of the object where you are using, no? Because if you control too much the object have not life. And so, using this principle, we have this for which to come from this patient that he used, apply this principle of balance, weight, how to find the life of the object. Then, in way he worked, when he find a 1, 2, 3 way to move, 1, 2, 3 way to walk, 1, 2, 3 way to run, they have to fix this way. Voglio camminare, voglio girare, voglio andare a terra. Io per questo, quello che puoi guardare. Okay. No. And now she did do that. Everything with a mask. Also for the mask, in reality there are any principle, because if you use the mask and your face is always like that, the mask don't leave. So it's very important using the mask to use the spine like this, and also move this like that. Okay. To make the mask express, you know. And this is the mask that uses the character I was telling you before of Filanzana, this Greek park. This, but well, because these verduras use these voices, they are all time also they looks like tearing, but in a crying, but in a very tragicomic way. Not so. Also, we use the sound of take it from there. The sound of the voice. Okay. The last, because you have to think that this kind of a character could be, for example, a troll, no? If you know the half in Midnight Dream of Shakespeare, we could use all this, for example, for create a sort of a troll, no, elf, Sardinian elf, no? Is our become your creation, no, of this character. It's very important to see that in everything we did there is not word. It's all totally body, voice without words. Okay, of course you could find 100 way, different way to use the material that you can study from this carnival or your carnival or your character, of course, without touching nothing from the tradition, not respecting the tradition as well method. But I think that when you study something, your after become part of you, of your way to be in theater that belongs to you only, and this is something that, for example, for me, I like to have. So I think it's not losing time to study carnival of your tradition. And now I delight to work with you. I don't know if all of you can stay on the stage, but who want to come? Go in the center and say, I am your name. Please.
Да се представите в центъра всеки един.
Your name.
My name.
Yes, the way to say I am Romano.
Представете се в центъра, кажете.
Who are you?
I am Annie.
I'm Francesco. I'm Stefano. I'm Ismail. I'm Daniel.
I'm Radostina. I'm Gabi. I am Nicoletta. I'm Daniela. I am Alexandra. I am Maggie. I am Sabina. I am Melina. I am Anita. I'm Veronica.
Okay, and now there is a way to, well, you begin to enter in a theater session, to cut with what you was before, now to find the right concentration. For that we do this, you pass a movement to her, you you to her, you to her, you to her, with this, this, hey, and good, okay? Hey!
Hey, 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 hey,
Hey, hey, hey,
hey,
Hey!
hey, 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 hey,
hey,
Hey!
hey,
Hey! One more. Okay, and now we pass in front. Okay, really be careful. Hey! Okay. This is a song. Now we play, okay? Play a game, I don't know, a joke. The joke is very, very simple. When I touch one, you have to find the other. When you touch her, she has to. The other people run. Try not to be touched. But it's more complicated of this. When I say freeze, everybody is like that. What do you have to see to be a character in a movie? Okay? When I say freeze, you will see something. And you have to imagine in which part of your movie you are. We try one touch and the other we explain better when we are doing. The sense is I am a character in a movie. When there is a stop, in which part of the movie you are, you have to try to imagine and see the people, okay? During the joke.
Разбирате ли за какво става?
Imagine Stefano have to touch, you have to run, not be touched. And we begin the play, okay? Stefano insegue. The people that is touched, they say, I am, and the other, no. Quello delle tre, via, scappate, scappate! Stop! Stop! Keep freeze like this. Don't move anything. You are a character in a movie. Now see in which part of the movie you are. What's happening? See the people. What's happening? What do you imagine is happening? It's a fantasy, imagination work. Okay? Who you are? You are. Go! Go! Stop! I don't say freeze. Do you touch someone? Who?
Francesco.
Tu devi fare così, che tocca a te, e go, I say freeze. Freeze! You are a character in music, freeze. In which part of the movie you are? What's happening? You ever try to understand what's happening, seeing how is the people?
I don't know.
Imagination, without a word. Who is that you?
Кажи си името.
Go!
Исмаил!
Stop! Moment. In which part of the movie you are? What's happening now? Go! Stop! In which part of the movie you are now? What's happening? In your movie. Movement! Stop! Stop! Please! In which part of the movie you are? Movement! Stop! Stop! What's happening now? Movement! Stop! What's happening now? Movement! Stop! Okay. Circle. Very fast. Tell me, you, who was you in your movie? Which character? Yeah.
Horror movie.
Your movie of your imagination. Have you a character?
Ники преведи.
What's happening
Как се
in your
казва твоя
movie?
герой?
Неговият герой какъв е характера му?
Алекс.
What's happening in your movie?
Какво се случва в твоя филм?
Хората се гонят, защото ги гони някаква чума.
The plague is chasing the people. The plague. It's a horror film.
Okay. Who was you in your movie?
I don't have a movie.
You, who was you in your movie? You have a movie?
No.
No! Allora, alzi la mano, who have a movie?
Кой има филм?
You have.
I was in an action movie and you have one terrorist and you have a bomb and you're all running.
Не знам как да кажа, водовъртеж.
It was something like a turn of water turn.
Okay. Stefan?
I am the father of the wife.
Boy. You?
So I was in an action movie with spies, with bad and good spies.
Okay. You?
Like Godzilla.
Guys want to tell the movie? No.
Някой иска да се разкаже филмчето.
Okay. Now we train different things. For example, laughing or tearing or make it like that. You do what I do now.
Правете това, което
Okay.
правя, ще използваме времето да направим
Okay. The first is
опити с
direction
плачене,
of someone
смях.
that is in front of you.
Някой,
To
който
do
срещу
something
вас,
like that.
който прави това.
Okay. But to wear someone, not to.
Към някого го направете.
In the direction of someone that is in front of you. Okay.
Който е срещу вас.
Okay. Okay. Now. Okay, now arrive information or a very bad you.
Crack.
We are a very stupid child.
Тъпо дете.
I like very much our
Глупаво.
feet. Okay.
Глупаво, което си харесва кръка.
And I moving this feet like this. Mio, say my. Mio. We go all with this feet to the center.
Мое тъпо дете, което си играе с
Until
кръка си.
all the feet touch and
И
we say,
накрая трябва да си пипнете краката. Като си пипнете краката и докоснете, ще избягате назад. Дете е гоищче. Дете е гоищче.
We have to be very stupid.
Много
No.
тъпи трябва да сте.
A child very stupid. Okay, pronti?
Дебилче, Павло дебилче.
Mio. Okay. Now we are. You have to imagine to be a monkey. Okay. Move.
Маймуна. Шега.
Not totally as a handicap, but more monkey.
Не, да, като маймуна, да. Като маймуна.
And you move with this. Okay. Now, something with a voice.
Нещо с гласа.
Okay, take a breath. Take a breath for your measure to be hanged to the sky.
Къде закачени сте за небето.
While you are doing you imagine that someone cut with filo and you
Някой ви реже конците,
collapse like this,
падате надолу на части,
go down and you imagine to be
представете си,
full of water
като че
inside.
ли сте пълни с
When you
вода.
move, the water go here in the head, on the feet.
От главата към
Like
петите
that. You
слиза.
imagine to be full of water, only water inside.
Само вода във вас.
Okay, and I use the voice to
Като плондър с вода.
hang.
Ползвайте гласа обаче.
Move with the water inside. Sound. Move with the water inside, yeah? Okay. They hang you again. They are
Дигат ви отново,
taking you hanging on the sky
бълбукай нагоре.
again. Here, take a breath.
Поемете си въздух.
Don't go down, just
Само се отпуснете.
hang,
Как
breath,
ви вдигат, вдишваме.
cut, voice.
Режат ви пак глас.
If you have a time, last a little singer with the vocal.
Ще се
You
опитам да
use in
вокално.
Bulgaria, A, E, I, O, U.
Използваме.
In Bulgaria.
Abbiamo anche
For me, no.
A, O, I,
A, E, I, O, U, maybe. Maybe if you
Come
want,
la lingua napoletana.
maybe if you want to do you can. Okay. And for me, stop. Stop. O, U, questa roba, sa. A, E, I, O, U. But to finish, we do as we begin. Hey! Hey!
Hey! Hey! Hey! Hey! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Hey! Hey! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Hey! Hey!
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Hey! Hey! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Hey! Hey!
В видеото, което гледахме, кожите бяха предимно овчи кожи. Не на кози, а на овци. Или не съм разбрал. Защото... Да, овци. Защото при нас предимно са кози кожите. Да питам дали са на овце.
What kind of leather you use for these costumes? What kind of leather you use for these costumes?
Kind of.
Leather, I mean the
Pelle.
pelle.
Come from...
This is... Да.
From ships? Ship wool.
Okay, go to touch.
Не, от овце. От овце. Реални са, не са... Само се гледа да не са метиляви овцете и метилява да не.
Попитах го, защото при нас са предимно кози.
Perché noi abbiamo anche questo, ma
Abbiamo
differenti,
kind
animali
of,
differenti. Sì,
of
animali.
far. Di animali, orsi.
Orsi, sì.
Avete orsi?
Yes.
Beh, in Sardegna there are not orsi. They cannot kill. To take only for that.
Колко тежи целият костюм? Заедно с нас?
20 kg. 20 kg.
Sì, ma allora,
peso?
no, more. With the bell, they have a lot of weight, a lot. I think around 60. And the interesting question that the anthropologist did to the man that made the mask, he asked, what do you feel when you have the mask? And he said that they have a lot of weight, very big weight, more than 60 kilo, I think. And they jump, you see that they move for more than 8 kilometers at the end. And he says because they have the mask gives them the strength, the energy to support this effort, this sacrifice, he said. It's a sort of a sacrifice. It's a sort of right, because in reality carnival is a right to God to tell him that in June the plant grow, have a good because they were very important for their survival. The carnival is a right that have the meaning that to have the benevolence of God for in June have a good plant to eat. Do you understand? So sacrifice in this sense, that the man sacrifice to God something of himself to receive its benevolence. So the mask help in this, give a lot of energy, as the same energy that actor have when is on the stage. There are a lot of study in neuroscience about this. Why? For example, one time I perform that I have 40 degrees of warm fever. I was the voice like that. I perform, nothing happened, and then when I finish I collapse in the bed. But in that time when I was on the stage, a miracle, you have a kind of energy that you don't know where they come from, no? And so this is the sense that when you have the mask gives you this energy to do something that you normal cannot to do. This is. You know Asterix and Obelix. Your teacher is a sort of Obelix that collapsed when he was very child in the poison and have a natural, a lot of energy without a mask, without nothing. He can do a lot of incredible things.
You have to.
I am Asterix. I need. I need a rakia.
Аз имам въпрос. Маските им само такъв тип ли са? Или имат тези големи, имат по-големи ли са само такъв дървен тип? Да.
We have different masks, not only Sulenio, but bigger.
Yeah. For that I am here. Because I want to see. I want to rub your camera. You have a big mask.
Yes.
Very colored, no? Lot of color.
Yes. Да. Имаме художник там в нашия район.
We have painters, designers,
който ги оцветява, прави ги в
who make them
различен стил,
colorful,
различни животни,
different style,
дракони,
different animals.
Противни такива гадни същества.
Some evil creatures.
But you have people that do this specific. People in the village.
Sort of designers, local designers. Loro hanno fatto il
How
disegno
many
delle maschere.
characters you are in the carnival?
Колко герои имате в карнавал?
При нас не е карнавал, ами обикаляме цялото село, понеже нямаме площад или нещо такова. Обикаляме цялото село, във всяка една къща влизаме да гоним лошите.
Another village, every different street, and we chase the evil spirits. And we have different characters. Everyone create by himself their own character. Every year I have a different character.
You create your mask yourself.
Ти сам ли си правиш маска?
Не. Да, имаме човек, който само дрехите заедно, също имаме шивач. Нали, набираме материали.
Cioè, parla con il maestro di disegno, lui preparava il costume.
Деня, в който идва сутринта, идва и ни зашива.
Every morning he's
Цял
coming.
ден скачаме по улиците.
Yeah.
Минаваме по
He's coming and he tailor the costumes on them, and after
You
they
go
cut.
in the street, also inside the house,
Inside in the house.
to have ask something to give you. Cheese.
Не ни дават, нали?
They give us, we don't ask for this.
They give but cheese, sausages,
Money, wine, ракия, eggs,
egg.
yes.
Ове.
Луканка.
Prosciutto,
10 човека,
salsicce.
10 човека играят едно и също маска, кожи и такова. Интересните герои са, имаме мечка с мечкар. Едно малко момченце взимаме за
They have bears, fiddlers,
намачва хората и влезе в къща и намачва за здраве.
and all the bears. Press the
In our
people.
carnival, the mask brings someone that is not take like this and oblige him to go to the pub to invite them to drink.
Имаме булка и младоженец.
We have a bride and a groom together, and we marry these people.
Okay.
Just like a game. We have a priest.
Okay.
И имаме обущар, който не знам какво прави.
Also the shoemaker. There is no some.
Чисти обувки.
Okay.
He's a shoe cleaner. But in every village they have different tradition, totally different. We have 6,500 villages in Bulgaria, and every single totally different tradition.
Very interesting.
You will see just one tradition
Of course.
in Yardzilovci.
Okay, thank you very much. much.